Hey YouTubers, Hike with Mike here, of course. Time for another swamp talk. What else would you expect, right? It's swampy. Alright. Man, it's steamy out here. I'm just sitting here doing nothing and sweat is dripping off of me. It is really, really steamy. Probably have to clear the camera lens before I finish this swamp talk, but today's swamp talk is entitled The Power of Cleverness and Strategy over Skill and Strength. And I happened to have watched a video the other day by Lit, My Own Worst Enemy, and they're in a bowling alley, and it's just a goofy video, but I love that song because it is really true. In many ways, I am my own worst enemy. But I thought about, I used to be in a bowling league when I was in 7th grade, and we had a really good team, and my teammates, they were really some characters for sure. They would both be individual swamp talks for sure, talking about them. But we were in first place, and we were playing a second place team. And there was a kid I knew from school that was on the other team, and he was kind of a sketchy charlatan type kid. And I had like some sort of a rash on my hand. And he comes over, he's talking, you know, kind of getting a feel for our team, I guess. And he notices the rash, and he goes, "Hey, what's that?" And I said, "I guess it's some sort of rash. I have no idea." And he goes, "Oh, my mom had a rash like that. And it ended up being cancer, and she almost died." And he planted that seed in my head the entire game. Because I wasn't focusing on my game. I was focusing on whether I was going to live or die. Because back then, whenever I had any little thing, you know, if it was a little blister or something, oh my God, I got cancer, I'm going to die. You know, I mean, I was like really paranoid about that when I was at that age. And completely ruined my game. I mean, I just stunk. And we lost that game. And I realized, you know, at that point that you got to be careful. You know, there's a lot of charlatans out there. You have to really, you know, when someone tells you something, you know, look at the motivations behind it. Why are they telling me this? And but it was genius, I have to say. The kid was genius because it got stuck in my head, and I wasn't focused on playing. I wasn't focused on bowling. I was focused on survival and living or dying. That was the only thing in my head at that time. And it's funny how things like a little video, like from that Lit video, and they're in a bowling alley, just boom, all of a sudden, a memory I haven't thought about in 42 years or so comes running right back. But I just thought, you know what? That's a good lesson to learn. I need to make that a swamp talk. That, you know, don't take at face value and take to heart what people say, you know. Look at it, are they saying it because they have a different motivation? They're not saying it out of their, you know, the good of their heart. They're doing it because they have some sort of motivation for it. And keep that in mind, you know. I mean, you know the people you can trust, but, you know, if you don't know the person that well and they say something, you know, don't take everything that they say to heart, because they may have a motive behind it, you know. You could always focus on those people that will always be with you, you know, through thick and thin, but it's a good lesson to learn, and the younger you learn it, the better your life will turn out. And that's my swamp talk for today.